Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to take a look at Salesforce Translation and understand how translation is configured in a Salesforce org. We'll start with the basic concept of translation, then navigate through setup, look at the different translation components, and understand what each option means. First, let's open our Salesforce org. From the top right corner, click on the setup icon and select setup. Once we are inside setup, we can use the quick find search on the left hand and search for the translations. Here Salesforce provides the translation related configuration that allows us to manage different languages and translate supported Salesforce components. Now let's look at the export section of Salesforce Translation Workbench. The screen is used when we wanted to export Salesforce translation information into a file, which can then be given to translators or used to review and update translations. Here we have two options: all setup component and selected setup component. If I select all setup component, Salesforce includes all supported Salesforce setup components in the translation file. This is useful when I wanted to create a complete translation file for the organization. The second option is selected setup component. This allows me to choose only the specific components that I wanted to translate or export. For example, on the left side, we can see different components such as action, address, app, custom field, etc. On the right side, we have the components that we have selected. For now, I'll be selecting custom field. So instead of exporting everything, Salesforce will export only the selected component. Next, we have the date filters, the all-time data, and the source last modified data. When we select all time, Salesforce includes the translatable date text from all the time. So if I wanted to complete an export without applying a date restriction, I can select all time. The next option is the source last modified data. This option is useful when we don't want to export everything. Instead, we can just specify the date range here. Now let's come to the most important section of the screen, the export type. The first one is the source. Source export is normally used when we are creating translations for the first time. And next we have outdated and untranslated. This option is mainly used when translation are already exist and we just need to update them. Here we can select the language and click on export to get the outdated and translated data of that specific language. And finally, we have bilingual choice. This is used when we wanted to review both the original content and its current translation. Now, I'll be going on with the outdated and untranslated data. And I'll be selecting the selected component and the custom field, all time, and outdated and translated. I'll be doing the translation for the French language. I'll just select French, click on Add. Here we can export the data in two different formats, STF and XLIFF. Currently, I'll be exporting the data as STF file. You can see your information like your export request is being processed and it will be notified to our email. We can see here, we got the exported data file. Once we click on the file link, the data is downloaded. Here we'll get a zip file. Just extract all the data. Here you will see a .stf file downloaded. Now, opening this file in any of the other formats might corrupt the data. So, to open this data in a proper format, we'll go with an Excel. Just click on Excel. Here in the Excel, go to the data section, click on from text to CSV, and then select your data, select your file. Before that, here we need to change the extension to all files and then get this data. Click on import and it starts creating the data. Here it asks us for the options. The file should definitely be in a Unicode UTF-8 and the delimiter should be set to tab. Once these both are set, we need to click on load. Here we will get the complete STF file changed or converted to an Excel. Never ever change this data and these should be same as is. These should be as is without any changes. Here you'll find a key option and you'll find all the custom fields that are being downloaded from the org. Here you can see the translation type as metadata. So we'll be having two types of translation types. One is the metadata, another one is the data type translation. Metadata generally refers to the configuration of Salesforce, which includes objects, fields, tabs, picklist, record types, validation rules, custom labels, and flow labels, along with the global value sets. These data comes under metadata translation, whereas the other one is data translation. This usually refers to the business content stored in records, such as like the product descriptions, knowledge articles, CMS content, or experience cloud content. These translations can be taken under data translations. Now we have the language code, language, and everything in place. So I'll be going on with the next steps. I already have the French translated words. For this example, I'll just take only three as an examples. I'll just delete all the other data. I'll take three fields as an example, and I have the French translated words for them. I'll just copy these and paste it over here in the next column itself. Price, the value, address, and the flavor, and here it is added. Within the column next to the key, we need to add a heading as label. Once we are done, we can remove any of the extra sheets. Keep it as is. Just name the heading as label and put down the values. Now click on File, Save As. Here we need to see that this file is saved in Unicode text. I'll just name the file as French Translated. We should definitely keep this under UTF Unicode text. Click on Save. Now this file is saved in .text format. Now we cannot import this file since Salesforce only accepts .stf file. We need to open this .text file first that we have converted now in an notepad or any text editor. We are not going to change any of the data here. We just need to check if our data is correctly given. Check the language code, type, translation type, key label, and all the values that we have changed. Now click on File, Save As. Now again we need to specify one thing here. We just need to put the file extension as all file. Change the extension from .text to STF. And the encoding should be UTF-8. Now click on Save. Going back to the file section, here you can see it is saved with .stf extension, French translated .stf. Now moving back to the Salesforce org. Now we have exported the data, added the French translated values. Now we are going to import the data. Under Translation Workbench, you can find Import. You can choose the file. Select the .stf file, open, and here it is. Your option is selected here. Click on Import. You'll find a message like your import is being processed. We'll be getting an email once the translations is converted, is completed. I see a import failed here. We just need to log in and log out, log in and submit the file again. I'll just log in again to the org. We'll go to the translations, import, choose file. I'll be selecting the file again. Click on import. We'll wait for the email, completion email. Now you see a complete email being sent. Now, if we wanted to check what is the actual imported data that we have done, we'll just go to the translate section. Here we have different filter criterias. We can select French since we have changed the values to French. And the component type will be custom field since I only changed the custom fields. Custom field for this. Oh, yep, 1 second. This is for property object. You can see here right away, we have changed the data for price custom field. This is a property object and price field. We can select the object here. And if you see here, the price is changed to the French language and the address is changed to the other French language converted. If you wanted to see it on the UI, we can just navigate to any of the app. Go to the object. Once the language is set as French in your personal settings, you'll be getting all the translated language in French. For this, we need to go to the advanced user details, change the language to French. Here, I have changed the language to French, save. And we have changed the properties object, price and address fields to translated language. So if you can see here, the price value has been changed to the French language and the address value has been changed to the French language. We can type here, click on save, and all the translated languages, translated words and fields will be changed to the desired language. For watching.